How exactly do you define culture? Because it's a very big word, of course.
Yes, culture has always been, by almost everyone, divided into at least two. There's the culture which holds society together, which is part of the instinctive social inheritance of everyone, and there's the culture which consists in reflection on things, which has to be taught, which is part of a more elevated and continuous debate in which religion has a part, in which music has a part, in which literature has a part, and painting and so on. And that higher thing is the thing which is so difficult to articulate in the modern world, but in my view is so necessary to articulate.
Why is it necessary to preserve this?
It's necessary to preserve it because it contains knowledge of which we stand in need. Knowledge not only of the human heart, but also knowledge about how to deal with each other, how to deal with strangers, how to understand the human condition in its full complexity, so that we are not, as it were, trapped into ignorance by the course of events. And it's true that I do lament much that is done now in the educational world, partly because I think that young people need to be reattached to the culture that we've inherited, because it contains within it so much knowledge, so much interest and so much love of life that it would be wrong to separate them from it.
A destruction carried out by...
Well, there are two major causes. One is, of course, the mass media, which specialises in appealing instantly to sensational things, because the mass media wants immediate attention rather than understanding. And it is, especially television, is replacing reflective understanding of the human condition with mere sensation. So people exist from day to day on a temporary diet of excitement. And that is one reason why culture is under threat. And I think teachers have to stand against that. The other reason is, I think, the change in the whole structure of education under the impact of socialist ideas and egalitarian ideas, which tell us that we shouldn't be engaged in cultivating these elite disputes, that we should be giving our attention to that which is common to everyone, to the lowest common denominator, as the mathematicians express it. And that has become a kind of orthodoxy, a political orthodoxy, which is natural in a democratic world, but is, in my view, extremely destructive. The purpose of education is not to sink to the level of the people who don't have it, it's to raise people up to the level of those who do.
If educators fail, are we all doomed?
No, we're not all doomed. We'll just go on in another and less interesting way.